Hey folks, good day. And now for something completely hilarious. Listen to this. On X, Peter Dutoy from News24 has discussed the Achalem Broderai, claiming that it wasn't expropriated. Of course, he contorts facts and omits facts in evidence to give the impression that, no, it wasn't expropriated, there was no pressure, it's a lie, and it all disappeared in the media because it was a lie, and the owners actually made 4 times what the government offered. Never mind that even the 4 times was that what the place even worth. And besides that, they had no interest in selling it in the first place. They were forced into a sale, and it was expropriated, it was overturned. But let's just forget about that. The funny part about his Twitter post, as he called the Daily Mail a tabloid. Now, I think we can argue that it may be a tabloid, the Daily Mail, the British publication, but that's rich. Hey, pot, this is kettle, you're black. Tabloid, from a publication whose George Clausen has stated position in response to Ronaldo Cho's question as to why News24 continues to mislead the public about President Trump's refugee program, calling it a white farmer Afrikaner program repeatedly, in the face of evidence to the contrary since the very beginning of the program. Ronaldo sent them a request to ask them why they're doing that, sent them links to the evidence that it's not just for white farmers, including links to my interviews with coloreds, Indians, and black South Africans who come over the refugee program. And their stated position was, it's a white Afrikaner farmer program. Now, I met over 150 refugees in the greater Atlanta and Greenville, South Carolina area the past few days. Maybe 6 of them have farming experience. Only 2 were active in farming and weren't farm owners when they came here. Use some common sense here. Don't listen to the tabloid News24 that tries to tell you that it's a farmer program. If it were a farmer program, South Africa's farming community would have collapsed. Over 7,000 South Africans have come here. If this is a program reserved for white commercial farmers, Afrikaners, of the 26,000 to 28,000 commercial farmers, we would see devastating losses of at least 3,000 or 4,000 actual farmers. And their farms would be in disuse now. But that hasn't happened. It hasn't happened because it's not a program for farmers, and News24 is a tabloid, just like Daily Mail, whose stated corporate position, when you have a stated corporate position and you're not open to evidence and the facts, then you're not a media outlet, you're a propaganda organization. That's what you are. That's what you do. We're not open to the facts. They're unwilling to listen to the facts. They refute them and they say, no, this is our position. How do you have a position as a media outlet? The only position you should have is morality and values, the truth, objectivity. Those are the only positions you should have. Not, well, we're just going to say this, just like you did during the COVID nonsense. You're not a real media organization. Just admit it, you're a tabloid.